item someday. Just don't count on it becoming a ticket to Easy Street. Armin Katayan explains why.
At the Police Athletic League Youth Center in Parsippany, New Jersey, there's an irony to be found at the weekly baseball card show started by Mike Gordon back in 1981. The youth are missing.
Maybe one or two. There are very few kids. They got too many electronic games to play with.
Today, the show is a long home run from the mid-1980s.
Please clear the center aisle.
When a childhood hobby exploded into a billion-dollar-a-year industry. When thousands of collectors packed shows like this across the country. Now, in Parsippany, it's just a few white, middle-aged men, like dealer-collector Jack Palma.
It's turned into an adult hobby. They've kind of priced themselves out of the kids.
Dave Jamieson is the author of Mint Condition, a detailed account of the rise and fall of the baseball card industry.
Baseball cards, for the vast majority of their history, were never necessarily seen as something valuable. People collected them because they wanted to have them, they liked the pictures, they wanted to build collections.
Cardboard collections of every player on every team, known as sets, built around crown jewels like the 1952 Mickey Mantle rookie card, destined to become more valuable in the great spring cleanings to come.
There's this old cliche, my mom threw out my cards. That's what older guys say. The truth is, the cards, they were thrown out. So those old cards had a chance to become rare, and that's why they're valuable.
Did I see this $85 maker?
By 1991, more than 3 million people were collecting baseball cards, driving sales past the $1 billion a year mark. Cardboard turned into gold, an investment.
Bought that case for $125,000. I sold it for $475,000.
Making brokers like Alan Mr. Mint Rosen certifiable stars.
These people come and did an 8-page story, including a centerfold at Sports Illustrated.
A former New Jersey copy machine salesman, Rosen has been buying and selling baseball cards and memorabilia for 34 years.
In 1989, I had my biggest year, 8.7 million in sales. Just one guy. Right now, I get 20 to 25 calls a day, maybe 30. Back then, I would get over 100.
Last weekend, Rosen was at this show in Chicago, one of only 5, not 45 such shows he attends annually. 30,000 people used to come to events like this, lined up out the door. Entire families of collectors under one roof.
Can't happen anymore. The grandfather's dead, the father doesn't have any money to spend, and the son has not really enjoyed the business anymore because he's into computers and girls.
But that's only part of the story. Truth is, as prices rose, more manufacturers, led by the Upper Deck Company, jumped in. In the early 1990s, an estimated 81 billion cards were printed in a single year. And then the bubble burst. The card business struck out. Today, it's down as much as 75%.
I think everybody got greedy. The blame can go in a lot of different places. It can certainly go to the card makers who were printing this stuff like they were basically printing money and were glutting the market.
Add in an 8-month baseball strike in 1994, the explosion of the internet, video games, and soaring prices for glossy gimmicks. And what you've got now is Tuesday night in Parsippany.
Most of this stuff now is fairly worthless.
Yeah, yeah.
And the likely death of a national pastime.
It's going to die. It's going to die with the people in this room. Because that's what's happening. I mean, kids don't care.